my creative peeps, and welcome to Creative Week 375. No, I'm just kidding. It's like 43 or something. But anyway, I started off this week by working in my 2018 journal. Don't worry, I'm still going to talk about my journals for 2018. It's just not coming up in the scheduling yet. Probably will happen towards the end of the month, but it will. I'll show you. Don't worry, there will be a flip through. But anyway, so I just stuck that piece there. It says all you have to do is write one true sentence, and I thought that was appropriate since I have my writing in this journal. And then I wanted to do some watercoloring because I haven't done any sort of color in here yet. This is still only like the third page. So I opened up my watercolor palette and just took 3 different colors in like yellows and brown tones and went to town making some puddles and stuff, having lots of fun, Did make the page super warped, which I love. I'm already a little concerned that after page 3, this journal might look giant, but hey, you know, wouldn't be one of my journals if it could close. So anyway, I just went ahead and did that to the front and back, and then I journaled over it, of course. Yeah, it's been interesting to try and put my writing back in because I'm constantly thinking, well, I don't want to write that because what if somebody reads it? So I'm working on techniques to get around that, which you'll see kind of towards the end of the video, one of my solutions. But yeah, does anybody else have that problem? Like they don't write things because they don't want other people to read them? Yeah, I don't know. I also feel really bad about abandoning my old writing journal, but we're just going to hush about that at the moment. I haven't told her yet. So this is actually my journal from January of 2017, but I found some charms that I had used on a traveler's notebook that I held this in while I was using it. And when I found those charms, I instantly thought of this journal, so I decided to make the charms into a closure for this journal, because I'm not really going to use them again, and I associate them with this. So what I did was I took my crocodile and I punched a hole in the front and back cover and used 2 eyelets. Then I used jump rings to attach the end of the charm that didn't have the clasp on it to it, and then so they clasp and meet in the middle and make a cool little closure thing. And I really like it. I thought it was a fun idea. And here I had so much difficulty with that jump ring. It did not like me. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So I thought that was super cool. I'm really happy that I did it. And yeah, now that's their forever home. So after I did my watercolor, I printed out a couple photos from the day on my Polaroid zip. And I just wanted to put them on the page so that just to add a little something so it's not just writing, you know, because that's what I do. So I have a picture of me driving with a last year's summer edition Red Bull in my hand. It's one of my guilty pleasures is the Red Bull. And then I have this picture, and it said "We Were Legends," which is a song that I had stuck in my head that day. But I was pulling up to the rotary on this road, and a bunch of planes had gone across the sky and made these cool lines across it, right next to the do not enter sign, and the sun was shining, and it was like above freezing point for the first time in weeks, and I was just super happy. So that's what that picture is. And then I stamped what I thought was the date, but it was actually like the date of 2 days later. I don't know. My life's all messed up. So I had my journal release, as you guys know, or if you didn't know, then there you go. So I thought I would just show you a little bit how I package my orders. So when you buy a journal from me, I take some vintage paper and I wrap it with some washi tape, and then I tie some baker's twine around it. I think it just makes a really nice touch. And then I do something different for my thank you card every time. And this time I did like hello, my name is tags, which I thought was cool. And then I stick in a business card, a sticker that says Creative Freedom, and an extra few goodies in a pocket there, and then package it up with your receipt. And these were the orders that were going out that day. So thank you to everyone who bought one. I'm already super excited for the next release. This here is an awesome journal that one of the creative peeps, Sarah, sent to me, and I absolutely love it. It's so cool. It makes me happy to flip through it. It's a passport size, so I think it'd be super cool to throw in my bag during the summer just to jot down real quick things on the beach or whatever. So I shall be adding that to my giant drawer of to-use journals. Tell me I'm not the only one. I can't be. And I don't hear anybody. I can't be the only one. So yeah, I really like that. And then I decided to journal with some Happy Mail. This is the Happy Mail, other mail that Sarah had sent me. She sent me some really awesome things, so I wanted to use them. She sent me this beautiful card. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put in an envelope. She made me these really cool mini envelopes. I'm really into the mini envelopes right now. I don't know what it is. So she sent me one of those. So I took a picture of everything she sent me, including the little journal, and backed it on this paper that she sent as well. I made it the size of one of the little pockets so that I could put it in there. And then, of course, I'll journal on the back. So that was cool. And she also sent me some eyeball washi tape, which, hello, thank you so much. It's like, oh, it just enhanced my life tenfold, seriously. So, and she sent me 2 rolls, one in yellow and one in pink. So they're going to be eyeballs on everything. So I did that. I'm in a weird mood today, can you tell? Or maybe that's normal. I don't know. So she also sent me some tags and some Powder World stickers, which I love. So here I am just making a little cluster with the washi tape and the tag and the blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I thought it looked really cool in the end. Should have thought about the washi tape placement before I glued the envelope down, but you know, life goes on. So there's that, and I meant to put a star brad on that envelope, honestly, as like a fake closure thing, but I put it on my desk and then I have no idea where it went, so that's the end of that. Maybe I'll remember someday. So yeah, did that, and then I cut from the envelope where she had written my name, and stuck some of the sticky notes she sent me inside that envelope there, and finished it off with some baker's twine, because you can't have a tag without twine. Hello. And then I wanted to document some more mail. I replied to that day, so Ruthie, your letter is coming. So yeah, finally, like 3 weeks later. So she sent me some cool stuff. She sent me some die cuts in this bag, and I end up using part of that bag and the washi tape from it. I cut out the stamps that she had on the envelope that she sent me, and she sent me a deck of playing cards because she knows me pretty well. And so I'm using one of those. Excuse me while I drink water so that I don't die. I have a water addiction. It's okay. We won't tell anybody. So anyway, I'm really loving this score tape. I don't know if I ever gave you guys an update on it, but yeah. 6 rolls, $10, Amazon, can't beat it. If you can't beat them, join them. So here's part of that bag that I'm gluing on there. Dun, 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 dun. Background music. I am so tired, you guys. Yeah. So, gluing all that down. If you've never heard one of my voiceovers before, you're probably thinking I'm pretty nuts. And if you have heard them before, you're probably like, whatever. So, Ruthie always sends me these really cool pamphlets and stuff from places that she's visited, and I always learn something new. And this one had a picture of a guy on it, so I put that on there with a little quote and some of the map portions of it, because I love maps. Really into the maps right now. And then I used a little die cut there. I didn't want the staple to go through the other side, so I actually stapled the die cut and then used some tape to hold it on there and pretend like it was glued, like it was stapled. So there's a little trick there for you. And there's a little Maine accent for you too. Then I just took her letter and a postcard that she had written some questions on for me and paper clipped it there. So now I'm going to work on my solution to not showing you guys everything that I've written, because my handwriting is huge and you can totally see it and it sucks. So anyway, one of my lovely friends sent me this giant cutout from a magazine of this tree. So I decided to make it the size of one of the pages, and I'll just move it around paper clips and kind of do stuff like that. Or at least that's the plan thus far on page 4. So we'll see how that goes. But I just layered some ephemera on the top of it to make it a little more interesting and not just look like a giant magazine cutout, because that's what it is. And I went through my stuff and I thought I wanted to find something else to go on there, but instead I found these 2 die cut pieces, which I think look pretty boss right there. So that's what we're going to do. I took my double-sided tape and put it on the piece and then cut it. And it was the perfect size. And then I could take the tape off, and now I have tape on the other side for when I use that other piece of it. Hopefully that all made sense. But I thought it was a pretty genius moment in my life. So there's that. So I put that down and then used this circle die cut from Tim Holtz. And this is where I actually do finally use a brad that, you know, like I intended to use on the other page. Really into brads right now, in case you hadn't noticed. So, yeah, picked out, I have these, tiny, miniature, super miniature star ones. So I just poked a little hole in the center there, and then put it there. You probably can't see it, but I know it's there. And that's all that matters. And then I'll have to put something on the other side. That's the only thing that sucks about brads. There's the wings on the other side you have to deal with, but I shall survive. I'm working on more solutions of kind of hiding. So I have this photo from Bob's Burgers, and I've gotten back into watching it a little bit. So I'm just going to journal about that on the reverse side, and then I can paper clip that over something that I might want to keep to myself that I've written. So yeah, that's kind of, and it functions as extra journaling, so it all works. But that is it for this Creative Week video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around through my weird voiceover. If you did, I hope you found it at least mildly entertaining. I hope you try something new and creative this week, like my closure that I did. Please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.